What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another tremendous video. Tonight on this Friday, I wanted to go live to chat with you guys. This is you know, there's sometimes in crypto you take a little bit of a risk. You're not sure how it's going to go, but by golly, when it pays off, it does pretty good. So let's jump right into this. And this is what is known as depth protocol. So if you watch my channel, if you keep up with my channel, we had a really great live stream last night, basically about 24 hours ago. And it was a live stream with Millions and Mischief Finance, and it went for quite some time now. Part of what we were talking about was depth protocol. So depth protocol is this right here. It's a passive income protocol in which you mint what's called a depth Soul NFT, and you use two tokens. It's a token called gBLUE and another one called DEPTH to basically upgrade this so you can get paid more every day. So the way this works is you buy this token called DEPTH, and when you buy it, you use DEPTH token and gBLUE token. I have a previous video on gBLUE. To basically level up this NFT. And this NFT pays you emissions every day. I think the schedule is for 180 days, to where it keeps paying out. Well, right now, mine is paying me roughly about, let's zoom in, it's paying right at about $124 a day. So how much does it take to get something like that? I'm going to show you. So on here with depth protocol, this is on the abstract chain. This is the first ever project that I've ever checked out on the abstract chain. So if you go down here, the total cost on this was right at $4,520.83. Now, since I did this, let's see, I did all my sacrifices and upgrades. I did them on the 18th at right around 5:30 in the afternoon. At least I say I did all of them. I did a lot of the big ones right around 5:30 on the 18th. So when I did it at 5:30 on the 18th, and some people say, "Why'd you do this?" Well, I'll tell you why I did it, because the tokenomics on this project are absolutely phenomenal. So I did it right about there when depth was hovering just above and below roughly about 23.5 cents. Well, what's fascinating on this, first and foremost, is depth. The supply of it's 2 million. And when you go and look at the emissions compared to the burns on this, so out of a 2 million token supply, the total supply is down to just above 1.6 million. That's crazy. And then the part that makes it even crazier is the amount of depth that has been burned. And when I say burn, that's actual sacrifices of people sacrificing their depth to upgrade their NFT. That is 470,000 depth, or almost 100K. It's nothing to sneeze at. And then the emissions have only paid out just above 17K. And the market cap's holding pretty good above $500,000, and the liquidity, or if I, as I like to call it, liquidity, if you know me, you know me. That's just above a quarter million. knocking on the door of 300K. So the project is pretty liquid, in my opinion. Now, if you go on here and look um, in depth protocol, so I did a claim a little while ago while all the excitement was going on. So what did I personally do with how did I fund this? Well, the way I funded it is I participated in Blue Protocol. So Blue Protocol has gone through a lot of changes. This started on BNB. It's still on BNB. It originally was 1.7% daily. Well, that's been tuned down, which is really, really good to see. And if you watch the AMA from the founder of Blue and gBLUE, I think they said they're going to tune this down to, I think it's 0.7% daily, which is even better. That way it's not as inflationary. Now, what happened is, and what caught my attention, I love passive income. So on here, so the original idea of this token was it simply rebased and it went up. Oh, okay. Oh, there you are, Aaron. Yeah, tuning down to 0.6%. So, oh, that's even better. So, what happened is this was originally just on BNB. Well, Aaron wrapped it, bridged it over to abstract in the Arborian protocol, and here we have this lovely dashboard right here. So I've been participating in this. So I had my position up to about 6,000, between $6,000 and $7,000. So when Depth token came out, I took my time, read the documents, figured out exactly what it was all about, and that's when I realized the opportunity. So, and then what happened is I unstaked. I went against my cardinal rule. I unstaked my LP and used some of that to go into depth. Well, what's really fascinating is when I first went into depth protocol, I was actually trying to calculate how long it would take me to ROI. Well, that was at 23 cents. Well, now that the token has shot up to 34 cents, going on 35 cents now. And typically, when a token is going up, you always expect a pullback. Well, what's interesting about the tokenomics with this, if you pay attention to it, if you go right here to the dashboard and you go down to the bottom, you will see that tokens are being burned and taken out of circulation. So I don't have the metric in front of me, but to see how many are physically in circulation right now, because if you burn a token and then demand increases, you have explosive price. Now, what's fascinating about this is a token that has pretty high liquidity, or as I like to call it, thiquidity. I mean, this is gBLUE. Let's go over to depth real quick. Let's see. The liquidity on depth is 230K. So guys, to get a jump like this on a token with 230K liquidity is pretty giga bullish in my opinion. So 24 hours, we have a 46.71% pump, and there's not really a pullback. So I mean, not financial advice. Don't take that at all. Read my comments, video description. I am not your financial advisor in any way, shape, or form. So, but that's kind of my thing on this. I expected it to do good. Didn't realize it was going to take off like this. So you can see the demand on this. So souls minted. That's how many NFTs have been minted. It's 9:46 p.m. here on Friday, and 9 hours ago there was less than 700 of these things. So, I mean, you tell me. I'm not really familiar with abstract. I know there's a thing called AGW wallet, and that's now a perk for that wallet. So that is And just seeing that today when that notification was pushed out, to know that it's being put out in front of that many people, um, that's amazing. So just to see that the mechanism of putting this in front of other people's eyes, and just and the free NFTs to get it minted to give people opportunity to enter in. Now I can go ahead and tell you at first glance, if you see this chart, you're gonna go, got in way too late. Tokenomics speak a little bit different on this, guys. You get in this, check it out. You'll see that even if you start to DCA into it now and fully understand what you're working with, this is a great project to get into, at least in my opinion, because the some of the decisions I made were a little bit cosmic cowboy, but I'm glad I did it. Man, am I glad I did it. There's one or two others they dug into their LP and they're glad they did, because before they did it, the announcement didn't go out before all these eyes that Death Protocol's in front of. So it's my 2 cents. I'm gonna keep on showing you guys this journey of how this is going. Um, this is a metric that I want you guys to pay attention to. You can see how much depth I spent, how much total this cost me, and how much has been claimed. Let's see. Let's go ahead and claim some right now. I'm gonna show you what I'm personally doing on the protocol. This is $17 worth. So let's do this. So basically, what I'm doing is until it gets to 0, I am claiming my rewards. What I'm doing is my objective is I want to build my my LP back up. My ledger is not busy. Let me just refresh. There we go. There we go. All right, so I have claimed to see it's already kicking them right back out. So what am I going to do? So I am going to come over here. I'm going to go to wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I'm going to go to swap. I'm simply going to put depth up there. I'm going to put gBLUE right here. I'm going to hit max, and I'm going to swap my depth out for gBLUE. Why? Because gBLUE is paired with depth. So you're keeping the funds in the ecosystem, keeping it healthy. All right. So that has now swapped into 2.082 gBLUE. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. We're going to go to LP Zap in gBLUE. We're going to hit max, and then we're going to zap into gBLUE. There we go. Let's make sure that it leaves the wallet. All right, we're down to 0.01. Let's go over here to Dex Screener so I can show you guys. And then go right down here to gBLUE, and you'll see right here there is a zap in 1.040 added right here. So we're good to go on that. And then if you go back over to Blue Protocol and you go to the Arborian tab, go down. So now the user share, we'll note this in the next video as well, is up to 1.17%. When I first dipped into my LP to go into depth, it was less than 1%. So I am going to claw back every bit of what I had in there. And if you take, let's just do this. So if you take what's in red right here, so if you take that, let's do the calculator on here just to be so everybody can see it. Let's see here. C. There we go. All right, you guys can see that. All right, so let's take what's in red. And then let's divide it by what it's estimating per day. That's going to be 125. So there you go. So actually, from earlier, it was 36 days because the price of depth is actually holding at a little bit higher price. It will be approximately just a hair above 34 days, and my gBLUE LP will be completely replenished. I'll still have my Abyss tier NFT with depth. And what do I do after I fully replenish? Well, then what'll happen is I'm going to continue to make one hella good LP position in gBLUE, and then I will earn even more abstract rewards after that. And my strategy is the abstract rewards is where I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with them somewhere else. So that's the flywheel that I'm building with gBLUE and DEPTH protocol. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to stop by the Telegram. The link is in the video description. And you can also visit the gBLUE YouTube page, and they have a Telegram as well. So that's it, guys. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. There will be some more tree updates coming out this weekend with hopefully a small preview. So that's it. Have a good Friday night. I'm going to go chill with the family, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.